Hey guys, Ronnie Soud here with thesurfingsite.com, and I'm here with Garrett Carmichael of Sunrise Surf Shop in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and he's going to be talking with us today about a few things that beginners should look for before buying their first board.
The main thing that people need to be aware of when you're starting out surfing, especially if you don't have any experience, a lot of the time people can buy a board that's a little too small for them. So you need to just make sure you get a board that's tall enough and wide enough so that it's going to give you the stability you need to learn. Right here I have a 9-foot surface. This board's 9 feet tall. It's about 22 inches wide in the middle with about a 3-inch thick rail. And what that's going to do is it's just going to give you a ton of stability. So as you're learning how to paddle the board, you're learning how to be in the right spot to catch waves, and you're learning how to get to your feet, this board's going to give you enough float that the stability is going to be there, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you. So ideally, that 9-foot longboard range is a great board to start at. But if you do go a little bit smaller, you need to just make sure it's got a lot of width in the middle so that you're getting that stability from somewhere.
All right, Garrett, let's say that they've started on a soft top, they've learned how to stand, and now they're looking to buy their first real board. So what should they be looking for?
Well, basically, once you've mastered the soft top and you've got your paddling skills down and you're able to get to your feet with no problems, you can kind of move your way down to what we call the fun shapes. Now the fun shapes range ideally from about the 7-foot range to about the 8-foot range. This is a really good 7.6 fun shape from Cannibal Surfboards. The deal with the fun shapes is you still want a board that's going to have that stability. You don't want to transition right into a shortboard because you're going to have issues with the balance of the board and being able to get to your feet. But as soon as you've mastered a bigger board like this, you can drop a couple feet off, get you a fun board like this one here, where you're looking at, you still have 21 inches wide in the middle, so it still has a lot of that stability that you're still going to need as you're progressing and getting better. Really good thing about these boards is they allow you to continue to improve your paddling, but they start to maneuver a lot easier, so when you are catching waves you can really start to progress, turn the board some, and take your surfing to the next level.
Okay, Garrett, what if it is a really young kid who's probably 5 or 6 years old, a 9-foot board that's pretty big for them to handle? What would you suggest?
Well, that's definitely an issue. This day and age with all the surf camps that are out there, we do see a lot of the 5, 6-year-old, 7-year-old kids coming in. A lot of them can't weigh more than 70 pounds. So the issue with the 9-foot boards is they can just be a little too much. What we do in that case is we have a bunch of fish-style boards that are on the market. This here is a 6-foot NSP. This would be great for a beginner who is around that 5 or 6-year-old mark and weighs 60 or 70 pounds. The main thing with these is the durability. They're a very heavy-duty epoxy so that they won't fall apart too quick. And the other thing is the width in the middle as far as stability. You're looking at this board's almost 21 inches wide, which is the same width as this 7.5-foot board here. So for a kid who's just starting out, he's going to be able to have stability he needs on a board like this to learn how to paddle, to learn how to get up to his feet. So this is going to be a little bit more appropriate than, say, a 9-foot board, which is just going to be way too much for him to even